Y'all, just when you think that God has finished with you, and once you think that you haven't figured it out, about finding yourself, and maybe the things that you are doing wrong, resonate to you, and just when you think that you're finally getting your breakthrough and getting out of a battle, and here comes God stepping in and just throwing another curveball at you. Yeah, this is me right now. Look, when in the beginning of my journey, about 6 months ago, when I started reading the Bible, I kind of started, I say kind of, because in that moment I didn't really know what this was, this spirit of gluttony. And I'm not sure if I'm saying it wrong, but I know what it means, right? So, because as you can see, I love my food. Like, you cannot mess with my food, my children, period. So in the beginning of my walk with God, I've started learning about gluttony, and I kind of brushed it off to the side. I was like, just trying to put it under the rug. Like, I didn't really want to hear it. But God knows when to step in at the right time. Like, I got out of Proverbs, and again, it started talking about, gluttony, and how you should not overfeed your body, because, we all know that is a sin. And a lot of people are going to be like, that's a sin. Yes, it is, because it is written. And it says, like, not to overeat or give in to your satisfactions, because, he calls us a fool for that. And, that's kind of like lack of wisdom and knowledge, because you have to be disciplined. That's something that he asks of us, is to be disciplined and to not fall into for the things that we love. So he sees our faithfulness in putting him first. Now, I've noticed that all my life, if I want it, I got it. If, the buffets, everything. Like, to me, a way of eating is like, I don't know, it just comes like naturally to me. Like, I've always been chubby, and I've owned that. Like, I don't care. Like, being chubby never stopped me from, like, doing the things that I've wanted. I've actually gotten my certificate. My certificate for, like, physical activity, to be able to create my own groups. A little backstory of me: I used to do, dance fit. I used to teach a class. Despite the way I look, I had clients. I was, helping women work out. And a lot of people would see me and would be like, she's like the teacher, like the coach, like, But when it came to it, and they did, like, my songs, like the routines and stuff, they would be like, whoa, like, And I have videos of that on my Instagram that I don't even, like, put, like, in consideration anymore, because it was all, like, just bad words, and, my captions are just very horrific. Like, I'm not proud of them. But anyways, I did Herbalife. I lost 25 pounds in 2 months, but it always failed. It always failed, because, again, I was living by my own rules, by my own life, my plan. And now I'm like, okay, now knowing everything that I know, is that, again, I put myself first. Because even despite the way I look, I never cared. Like, if you knew me back then, if you knew me in high school, you knew that I was about it. If I was going to fight, I was gonna fight. I never backed down, because that was just the type of person that I was. And, again, I repeat that I was a Leo. Well, my birthday's in August, so I'm a Leo. So that should tell you a lot of the person that I am, that I was. Let me rephrase that I was. So I wanted to be my own boss. And if I didn't accomplish something, I would not stop until I got there. So I was very determined, and I was actually very, like, thriving to be perfect, because I know that I want it, so I'm going to get it. And I did most of the time, but I learned that it would always crash. And I'm like, okay, this is where it takes me back to gluttony. So as I was finishing Proverbs, the chapter Proverbs, it mentioned gluttony a few times again. So I'm like, oh, now that I have better understanding of it, this is God's way of telling me, like, sis, my child, you need to wake up, and I need you to defeat this gluttony that is making you self-destruct. With time it does give you like illnesses and sicknesses and diseases, and sins are wages to death. We all know that, right? So he kind of like put me back in that category of gluttony, and we all know that gluttony opens doors to like just a lot of demons. Then here comes laziness, and then laziness, like you be all like and then you invite them in your life, and then you are self-destruction, you're unmotivated, you don't want to do anything. Because I used to like just being in my room in the darkness by myself, my own company, watching TV. And to me, that was normal. But then that comes, it can attack you. And then it comes to like depression. And then you start anxiety with like, because of your health. So it does open the door to a lot of unnecessary things. And this just like clicked to me as I was reading it, because if you're like me, I know a lot of people start reading the Bible like in different chapters because whatever it resonates to that person. But to me, like, I don't want to miss anything, so I started from Genesis. And then right now I am on the Song of Solomon, that chapter. So I'm not trying to miss anything. And my goal is intentionally to work my way from Genesis to the Revelation. And for 6 months, and I only read 5 pages a day, I can say that I'm on page 733. So by summer, I should be done with the Bible. And I'm just so proud of that, because what the heck? I'm just very proud. And it's all God. First and foremost, the love that I have for God is what's making me do this. And I'm just so proud. Okay, like, I got this. I know that I can do this because I've lost weight in 2 months. But it just never worked out for me because, again, I was putting myself first. Not God, but me. Because I was putting Him last, or didn't even consider Him at that time 4 years ago. So I am constantly now fighting the spirit of laziness, the spirit of gluttony. Like, I gotta go full force on these demons, let them know that they no longer have authority over me. And I've noticed, I've kept quiet a bit, but I've been I remember going on OfferUp one day, and I seen this girl selling brand new treadmills for $200. It's like those smart treadmills. I got one. I've been doing it. I've been losing a lot of inches weight, like about 6 pounds tops. But again, something is something, and now I want to share it with you, because when I like to do something, it's mostly kept between you and God. So let that be the center of attention. Don't share it with other people until you are like in that stage where you can ask God if you can share it. Because to me, I don't do anything on my own will anymore. And your mind believes what you tell it. So feed your mind truth, feed your mind peace, feed your mind love, feed your mind the truth. And the more you put like whatever you feed your body is what's going to give you results. And to me, I started listening to positive motivational workouts with weight loss journeys, people with the spirit of gluttony, and then with God's help. And I've just been feeding my body, my mind, like everything that I need to know about God. Like, okay, God, I invite you in this time of need. I need you to step in. I've tried many. I did Shanti insanity workouts. I've done fasting, intermittent fasting. I've done Herbalife. I've counted my calories. I did a lot of hiking. I did Zumba. I did the trampoline workout. I've done pretty much everything, and it's been successful, but not to the point of to keeping the weight off, again, because it wasn't by my own will. And now learning more about discipline and what God ask of us to do, I'm like, okay, now I have that in the back of my mind. Like, God says, you have to discipline yourself to your needs, to your body. Don't overfeed it because you will vomit. Like, it says that in the Bible. It says that only eat when you are hungry. Eat because the hand of the Lord gives you to what you need. He knows what you need. So what he gives you, that you will be satisfied with whatever he gives you. Not feeding your body all this junk. And it just like, in my workout journey with him, I've been doing this for 2 months, but I kind of slack off. And he put it in my way. So I'm like, okay, now it's time. It's time that I have to say no. Enough is enough. And I've also did like the keto diets. I put my body in ketosis, like keto. It was like the worst. But yeah, I did pretty much everything. And my Instagram page, my old one, where it was like about my fitness, you're gonna see I worked my butt off. I worked so hard, and here I am looking like this. But I regret it. I regret the not like going forward with it and putting God first, because again, even when you think that your plans are going to succeed or they're looking bright, but if you're doing it by your own will and your own power, they're not, I'm sorry to say, but you are not going to succeed, because you are going to succeed when you put God in your plans and whatever it is that you are going to do. Again, God allows you to do whatever you want to do, but he wants you to include him, tell him, invite him to be a part of this. To me, now I'm very, very specific now when it comes to God. I'm like, okay, God, I know that I've been destroying my body. You've given me a body to be perfect and pure and holy. You didn't give me like my body to be in pain. You didn't create me to live miserable. Like, you've given me a body to live perfect and holy, but the wages of sin has destroyed my body. I'm like, okay, like, Father, like, I tell him, can I do this type of workout, and can I do this like this diet? And if he approves it, and then it's full force right now. So the type of diet that I'm in right now is not even a diet, it's a lifestyle that it's free to everybody who accepts it. I'm doing what I call the Jesus lifestyle weight loss journey. I pray all the time. I let God into what I'm doing. I wait for him to approve it. I eat really well. I used to do the low carb diet as well. And a lot of fruits and stuff like that are not meant to be like healthy for you because of the carbs. But now I see things differently. It is okay to have carbs because I put my body into the Jesus diet. And I eat more of foods, earthly foods that he created for us, that he's given us. So more of the food that he gave for us. So everything that, that he created, as in like soil type, blueberries, strawberries, broccolis, cauliflower, just plant-based food that we know that he's given us and that he put for us. Potatoes, corn, like all of that good stuff. And I do limit myself, and a lot of people say, well, how is it that you have to like weigh your food? He's giving you tools to do that, and he's giving you your palm. What I've learned is that your palm is what you feed yourself. So let this be your meat, your fish, or whatever it is that it is. Count your calories. And I used to have one, but I was like embarrassed, because if you go way down to my old fitness pal, it was just like very nasty. Like, it was always a cuss word in it, like rise and shine, getting ready to get this effing day started, like let's kick ass. Like, it was just really nasty. And I've created another one. If you are on a weight loss journey yourself and you feel lack of motivation, then I am here to help you. I always post Bible verses on onto my news, like my post, so that you can like wake up and see it, and maybe it motivates you, and just help each other out. But yeah, I am on that journey, on the Jesus weight loss journey, because it's time that I say bye-bye to gluttony and all those spirits that have been keeping me down and weighing me down. Like, enough is enough. And sometimes I think to myself, if I've gotten so far of accomplishing, like to getting my own certificate to become a coach and build my own groups, if I've accomplished a lot of things, in my weight loss journey without God. Now imagine the things that I can accomplish with God, like on my side in my life. Like, that's crazy. And it's just so funny how he, like, just when you cannot run from Jesus. Don't try to be a Jonah trying to escape. Jesus will find you. God will find you wherever you hide. Like, you cannot run from him, and he will continue to remind you, because he did to me. And even when I thought that I was doing like my workout and eating semi-okay, he like keeps reminding me, like, girl, you better put your body in disciplines. And he just wants the best for his children. Like, he really does. And even in these moments, like, I laugh it off, but then, like, I thank him, like, thank you, God, again for stepping in, because I needed to hear this. Like, I really, really, really needed this. And, you know, you just cannot run from him, period. Like, he knows where you're going. He knows where you're heading. Like, you cannot run from God. So, yeah, I just really just wanted to sit here and say it. If you are fighting the spirit of laziness, the spirit of gluttony, oh my God, let me know down below. I will pray for you all, and let's just build. You know, I've learned to just support others. And you know, yeah, I just really wanted to say that again. I did create, like, my whole Spotify is popping. I got all types of music. So if you are trying to go hiking this summer, you're trying to work out, I got you. You know, I already found all the good songs, you know, to keep us motivated and pushy, and, you know, just to help us get through our workouts with a little boost of motivation that we need. So you don't have to do absolutely nothing. Just check out my Spotify, follow whatever playlist that you are attracted to, and, you know, to keep you going. So I just wanted to share this little thing, because gluttony is real. It's very much real, and it's time that you take control over your life again. And I just want to say that I love you, but God loves you more. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys shortly tomorrow, probably tomorrow, with another video. Bye.